And Pontius Pilate was there, and they wanted the people to fear the Roman soldier. It would keep people in line and keep them from a rebellion. Very much so like now, in order to take a country, you're going to have to disarm it first, or defeat it in such a way that it ain't going to want to get up. It'll be defeated in spirit. Have no courage. Have no courage to do anything. It's like an old dog that somebody's abused. You take whoop on it, whip on it, beat on it, won't feed it. An old dog, you come near it, it wilts down, walks away, scared you're going to beat on it. That is what the evil in this dream here that they're trying to take, because the only thing that stands in the way of a satanic uprising and a taking over the land and thousands of people dying and going to hell is Jesus, his people. And we kept out, all of us, we were seeing the riders coming. We was all standing out in the front, and I thought it was odd how we was all just, not really odd, but I was just fascinated by what I was seeing, that I've never quite seen nothing like what I was looking at in this dream. And as the riders kept coming, things got real bad. When the oncoming horsemen got right at us, there were a big plan to weaken us. They had big plans to weaken us, get us scared, attack us in all manner of different ways. And then we all stood, all of us. Hallelujah. Robin, Kent, Hank, Brenda, Amanda, Julia, Candy, Rose, Robin, Willard, Timothy, Mario. Man, the list just keeps going on. Hallelujah. We stood up on the Mount Carmel as the horsemen approached the hill to destroy us. The men and women of God, the prophets, lifted up staffs, and very large, fierce angels stood up in the land with two-edged swords. As the horsemen gathered closer, they started circling around and around us. When the earth, all of a sudden, as the angels stood with the two-edged swords and the horseman was circling us, the earth opened up its mouth and swallowed up the horsemen and all the people. And at that point, everyone received a faith that the words of the prophets was true, that God's people was telling them the truth. You'd led them to victory. Now as we started across the bridge, the ones on the hill that had took over to start with, they took off. They was fleeing, running. And right at the end of the dream, we all knew that God had intervened so that we could get the harvest in. Because their intentions was to burn the harvest. And then we all looked at each other, and we understood, we knew that God has joined us together for this cause. He has brought us together for this time, that we should stand side by side with each other, not to be fearful and afraid, The Lord is our shepherd. I want to read this here verses, these scriptures, that as we stood there and we started looking out, all of us, it was just so powerful. I knew that it was Psalms 91. And all of us, different ones, it was just, I can't remember which one said what, but Kent started it out, Kent Christmas. And he started this verse. He said, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." He kept on reading, Kent. "I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust." And I can remember, though, the next one that Hank started talking up, Robin, me, and Brother Reed, Julia, Rose, Candy, the list, they just kept going. And everyone was reading these scriptures, reading these verses. Bam, I'd read one, they'd pick it up. But Hank brought it up right here. "Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence." And Robin, I do remember that for Robin Bullock, "He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler." And Wilbert Reed and me, I don't remember just how it keeps going, but it said, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the noise, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday." Hallelujah. We was all just, Julie and all the ladies at this point, I do remember this, Julia Green and Rose, my wife, Candy, Brenda, Robin, and Robin's daughters. There was just so many involved in it. It's hard to quote them all. But they were saying that 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no